Have you ever thought about working on an idea, either by creating a YouTube channel, starting a podcast, or even, starting your content creation journey? And you tell yourself, there's someone who's actually doing this out there, and why should I do it? If you have said this to yourself, you're not alone. In this video, I'll be breaking down some aspects and sharing my opinion as to why you should still work on that idea, even if there are a multitude of people who have done the same thing out there. If you look around you today, you find out that there are so many items. It could be an accessory, it could be a car, it could be, a mobile phone that has actually been created in the past, which currently has a different variation today in the present, and most likely would have a different version in the future. This analogy also applies to us as humans. There are people who have similar interests, ideas, and there are some people who have actually brought that idea into life. On the other hand, there are people who haven't actually worked on it, and they assumed, or they're thinking, oh, someone has actually worked on it, why would I do it? I was in a recent conversation with some colleagues, and a question came up asking, would you be a content creator, or would you ever begin a content creating journey? And one of the answers stuck with me. The answer being, why would I do that? Because there are other people who are already working on the same idea. Although I respect this opinion, I somewhat disagree with this perspective, and here's the reason why. If you were asked to go on a boat ride with a friend, and at the end of this trip, you were asked to explain your experience word for word, how you found this experience, do you think you'd explain it the same way your friend would explain it? If your answer is no, then certainly you're correct. This simple example indicates a truth. There are no two people who have the same exact experience, but there could be some variation to this experience that people share. So bringing back this analogy to, yourself today, if you've ever wanted to start that journey, one thing I can tell you for sure is nobody has your life experience, nobody has your voice, nobody has your energy, and nobody would actually explain a topic the way you would explain it. The idea you have, although it's not the first, probably someone has done it, it would always remain unique when you share your experience or your story. One thing we all have as humans is our creativity. And not a lot of people tap into this as a unique superpower. The way you bring out an idea into the world will certainly not be the same way as another person would do so. So I want you to look at it this way, from a point of contribution rather than competition. Being the first to say something, I find, in my opinion, is very overrated. But what I find very powerful and inspiring is how people are able to share their own view on a particular topic that has already existed before. The internet might feel crowded, and sometimes there is an emphasis on people who have a very big following online. And that way, if they're talking about a topic you're interested in, working on, it might be a deterring attribute to say, oh, someone has done it, they have big following, why would I do it? That's completely a different story entirely. What you should actually focus on is bringing your own perspective to that story. So that way, you're not looking at any sort of competition from anybody, but rather you're looking at it in a way from, I want to add my own voice to this particular story. And these people who have huge followings, there are people who have followed them because of the way they've said it. They've actually been attracted to their personality. So you can also share that same story, and your personality would be what people would definitely be attracted to, not just the topic, but how you deliver it and how you share that through your life experiences. As Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% shots that you do not take. When you decide to embark on that, journey of exploring your creativity, here are the few things that you'll certainly gain. You're going to improve your skills, because the way you express it through a podcast, video, YouTube channel, whatever you want to bring into life through your idea, you would definitely get better. Your skills will grow. You would open doors to opportunities that you may have not come across if you had not taken that step, in bringing your ideas to life. And finally, you grow as a person. When you compare who you are after you start creating and the person who you were before, you certainly see something different in who you've become. So the world does not need another creator. The world needs you showing up as yourself. So I'm imploring you today, whatever idea you have, even if it's been done multiple times, all you have to do is share it from your own perspective on your story, and nobody can take that away from you. So go out there, start that channel, start that podcast, and take that step in bringing your idea to life. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.